Trains. Trains are pretty awful, at least in London. The amount of garbage that I've had to go through every single school day just to get there is absurd, and shouldn't be placed on the shoulders of any 14-year-old. And that's not even the worst part. I have been doing it since I was 12. Any public transport is bad enough when you're some butch guy who has to get squashed by other people and swallow his pride a bit. No one even seems to care when there are midgets half their size trying to squeeze through just so they can breathe. Now, because it's Christmas and a time of seasonal goodwill, I am going to upload a video to YouTube of me complaining about public transport and offering suggestions on how to fix it, because Lord knows, we need some balance. The worst problem about trains, for me personally, is the lack of personal space on trains at any given time. It is, of course, at its worst in rush hour, but the tragic thing is that any point in the day, or night as the case may be, it's relevant. I have lost count of the amount of times I've accidentally gotten to second base with someone because I can't turn my body in a packed train. You sit down and then someone of, sizable girth decides to sit next to you? Nope, that's it, you're screwed. Prepare a eulogy, because chances are you won't make it to your final destination. If I were in charge of train designing, I would have more seats, for starters. The amount of times in a train I've come across a space that's almost completely empty, except for a couple of chairs in the corners, is ridiculous. Get more chairs. Also, for the love of God, don't half-arse it when it comes to things like signalling equipment. It's the most common reason a train is delayed, and then I'm late for school no matter what happens. You might be thinking, oh, Mr. Water Ninja Productions, why don't you get the next train and arrive at school just in time? Because the next one is packed to the point where physical entry is impossible. This is a real problem for me, because I'm an Aspie and I hate physical contact with other people. It makes me all uncomfortable and it sucks, so something needs to be done about it. Bloody hell, where do I start with these things? You know those really depressing adverts that you see on the television twice a year, normally at Christmas time? Yeah? Yeah, well, on the train, you see them every day. Do I need this? No, I don't. It's hard enough to go to school when you don't want to. What doesn't freaking help is seeing advertisements for deaf, blind children or lonely pensioners or starving donkeys in Cambodia. I don't need this. I'm struggling to find my happy place with the prospect of GCSEs looming over me, and rubbing salt in this wound are these adverts that make you feel like an arsehole. The fix here is simple. Change the adverts, please. For this point, I feel like I should point out that I don't personally blame the people for this. Truly, it's not their fault that they can't physically move. But the fact is that you can't get on the train because of people stuck in the doorway who then cause delays. I would talk more about this topic, but it goes back into the personal space argument, so please see that for reference. Stupid arsehole pigeons taking up space. I'm not going to lie, this used to be me, out of sheer desperation. But now that I've changed my ways and expressed remorse, I feel like I'm entitled to complain about this as well. The fact is, it's not that bad if you try to be as small as possible or something. That shows that you at least care. But those people who just sit cross-legged on the floor and then they try to damn well meditate. Alert, alert, Ponce level, DEFCON 5, alert. Whilst I don't mind meditations, a train carriage is not the place, and rush hour is not the time. Another easy fix, just don't sit on the floor, you twats. Oh my god. Few things are more stupid annoying than being cranky in the afternoon and hearing some baby cry its arse off. Now, I have sympathy for the mothers. I really do, but it's horrible to hear. It's just horrible. It's awful to hear someone in distress, and the cry of a baby is one of the worst sounds in the world. It's between nails on a blackboard and Justin Bieber's voice. As for a solution, there really isn't one. You could refrain from travelling, you could hire a nanny, something like that. But you do have to take your child with you places, so there isn't really a solution. Just Make sure that taking a baby onto public transport is a last resort, not only for the other commuters' sanity, but also for the baby's safety, because trains are dangerous places. Nope, I'm done. I'm so done.